everybody, it's Michelle, and welcome to our channel. As you saw by the thumbnail and the title, this is going to be all about the Project Pan, and it's an update. So without further ado, I will be inserting photos of the weights and everything of the Project Pan when not as soon as we started, but shortly after we started, because I had to wait for the scale to come in. So it'll be shortly after we started, will be the weight and then the weight as of today. And today is January 25th. It's Sunday, January 25th. So I will try to remember to do the updated video on February 25th. Felt like the window was open, but it's not. It's just drafty. So let's get started. And I do have everything written on a notepad for me to keep track of. Plus, like I said, I'll have the photos, and I'm going to move over a little bit so that I can insert the photo of what the Glow Recipe Toner was when we started, which was 1.27 ounces, and today it is 0.88 ounces. And you can tell because this was full all the way to the tippy top when we first started. So we've used almost half of it. Yeah, about half of it. So that's pretty decent. There's a couple of them that didn't change, and we'll talk about that when we get to them. I'm kind of confused on why they haven't changed. One of them, I'm pretty sure I know why it hasn't changed, so I believe we already have an empty. I think we had an empty when we started, to be honest with you. So for the moisturizer, it is a Saturday Skin. When we started out, we had 3.88 fluid ounces. Now we have 3.53 fluid ounces. And I mean, I've taken a nice decent chunk out of there. And I'm only using this when I put on makeup, and I will count and tell you how many times I've worn makeup in the month of January, which is a lot more than I did probably all of last year, to be honest. And then we have the serum, which was the Saturday Skin. When we started out, we had 4.62 ounces. Now we have 4.52 ounces. So we've used 0.10 ounces of this serum. And again, I'm putting that on every day that I put on makeup. Even though it says to only use like 3 to 4 times a week, I'm still using it every single time I put on makeup. Now for the eye cream, I thought for sure I'd used more than what I did, but as you can see, we have 1.13 ounces when we started, and now we're down to 1.9. And I'm still not able to fold this over again. I mean, I can fold it over again, but I can't clip it because there's still more in there. So I don't know what to do. Maybe like that. That's bringing it down some more. I don't know. But there we go. We're at 1.9 of that one. For the primer, now I have done a review of this primer on Influenster if you want to check it out. I will leave my link down in the description box below. I still don't like this primer. I'm going to continue to use it because there's still so much product left in this bottle. We started out when it was brand new and it was 4.6 fluid ounces. It is now down to 4.52 ounces. I don't care for this primer at all. I don't feel like it does anything for my skin. I don't feel like it helps the makeup stay on. I just don't think it does anything good for me. It doesn't do anything bad, but it doesn't do anything good. Now for the foundations. We'll start with the KVD. In January, this was at 4.20 ounces, brand new, never used. It is now down to 4.02 ounces. So we've used 0.18 ounces. For the Neutrogena, again, this was brand new, never used. We had 3.84 ounces and we're now down to 3.53 ounces. For the concealer, we used a lot of concealer evidently. We started out with 0.92 ounces and we are now down to 0.39 ounces of concealer. And we used a lot of eye primer as well. We started out with 0.71 ounces of primer and we are now down to 0.35 ounces of primer. So we used hella primer. We used a teeny tiny little itty bitty bit of the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake Easy Bake. Started out at 3.74 and we're now down to 3.70. So we used 0.04. Yeah, I didn't see that one moving very much. Now for the brow pencil. This was brand new, and I wish I would have done like Donna did for her Project Pan, because that's how much is left. and you roll it down and you see, you can't see it in there very good, but it's deep down in there. But it says that it's still the same. It weighs the same, 0.28 and 0.28. So it doesn't say that it weighs any less. But obviously, I mean, when I started it, with it just being in the container, it was like that. Clean it off some. It was like that. Now, that's all that's left. So I have a feeling we'll be getting rid of this brow product pretty soon. This is the one that is empty, the brow gel. We started out with 0.42 and we're still at 0.42, but I think that's the weight of the actual component. So it looks like we're going to have to get a new brow gel. The highlighter and contour palette, again, this one shows that it's at the same. I don't know if it's because I'm weighing it in the box and everything, but you can plainly tell, especially in contour, you see that divot in there. So it's obviously it's been used. I'm just not sure why it's not weighing anything less, but it still says it's 2.50. So it doesn't say that this weighs anything less. Now the blush, we used 0.03. So when we started, we were 1.48 and now we're down to 1.45 ounces. So this has gone down 0.03, and that was brand new when we started. The setting spray, this was all the way up to the tippity top when we started. So it was 4.87 ounces and now it's 4.41 ounces. So we've come down. And for the mascara, we started out at 0.67 and we are now at 0.63. Okay, so we are going to update the Project Pan and we will start using this. It is the Kosas Air Brow. Let me weigh it really quick. So it is currently at 0.32 ounces of product in here, and it is a mini. So we will see how long that lasts, and I will update that in our little handy dandy notebook. So let me do that now. Well, now it says 0.28. So we're going to say 0.28. And this will go in our empties. If you want to see that video, stay tuned. So if you want to see that video, it'll probably be in a couple months when I actually have enough empties to make a full video. I have a couple little odds and ends, like a lip liner that I tried to use that was broken, and we'll talk about that in that video. And if you want to see this eye look, it is the Wheel 5. The Wheel 5 looks 3 and 4 because they are two different eye looks. Anyone want to take a guess on the palette that was used? Sound off in the comments below. As always, guys, please remember to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already. Ring that notification bell so you're notified of each and every upload, and leave me a sweet comment down below. I greatly appreciate it, just like I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. As always, please remember, be kind to one another. You know the rest.